About 3 weeks ago, we hosted our first Service Autopilot member conference, and preparing for it, we sent out a survey to all of our members, and we're approaching about 2,000 companies. And one of the top things that we heard from our members was they wanted encouragement. They wanted to be encouraged in building their businesses. They wanted to be encouraged in just creating something great and continuing on and pushing through the grind. I get that. And I think the risk is that if you read the forum in the industry too often, if you look at the forums, if you talk to too many people that have been grinding it out for 10 or 15 years and haven't really got anywhere, you'll get beat down. You'll think that it's too hard, that there's too much competition, there's too many people beating down the price, that it isn't a good industry. If I could give you any encouragement, and I of course do not have all the answers, but I feel like I've been incredibly blessed. I'm in my late 30s now. I've been working on this stuff for quite a while, and I've been kind of grinding it out for quite some time now, and I've been in a bunch of different businesses. And while I've been successful, I've also been through all the exact same struggles as everyone else. I've just worked really, really hard and put in a lot of hours. And what I've come to conclude is, yes, every industry has challenges, every industry has frustrations, but there generally isn't an industry that just completely dominates and is so much better than every other industry. It's worth learning what you're doing, going deep with what you're doing, figuring it out, and pushing on. I've been really successful. I have a big lawn care company, but I'm not the biggest lawn care company. In fact, if I had chosen to be a commercial company, I could be far bigger than I am now. But I chose residential very strategically. I feel like it's a harder business to build. It's a little bit slower path. If you talk to a lot of guys in residential, you'll get the feeling that residential isn't very good. Or if you talk to the wrong people in commercial that only had a few choice accounts and lost one or two, you'll think that everything's bad. And then because you lose one or two, it could destroy your business because it was too much of your revenue. Back to my forum example. If you read too much of the forum, too many of the posts and threads on the forums, you'll think that everything's down and negative and bad. Don't let that stuff get to you. There are a ton of examples of very successful people that have put their head down, done the work, ignored the forums, ignored the naysayers, ignored all the bad advice, and they've just executed. Be somebody that just executes. Be somebody that just learns. Be somebody that digs in deep and says, I'm going to figure this out and I'm going to dominate my market. If you're that person, you'll do great. And you don't have to let everything else beat you down. You don't have to let all the advice of people that haven't made it, haven't done it, beat you down. Follow the advice of the people that have made it, have done it. Ignore everybody else. I don't know if that's encouraging, but please know that from my perspective, there is a huge amount of opportunity and a huge amount of money on the table. And the people that I know that are successful experience exactly what I'm experiencing. They just generally don't give advice. They generally don't give any tips because they want to protect their business. So most people that are really successful don't talk about it. I'm telling you, there's a lot of opportunity. Go all in, go deep, fight it out every day, grind it out every day, and choose to be different than everybody else and ignore all the lousy advice. Good luck.